evening and welcome to Up South for all the big news stories from South India. With me, T.S. Sudhir, stories from the world of politics, crime, sports and entertainment. And a little later on in the show, actor Kamal Hassan will be joining us from Chennai. And you wouldn't want to miss that, as he will talk on Uttama Villain, Balachander and also Rajnikanth. Right, but our top story today is on the Hyderabad High Court, which has ordered the re-post-mortem on the body of Shashi Kumar, who was among the 20 alleged Red Sanders smugglers who was killed in the encounter in Chittoor district forest on the 7th of April in Andhra Pradesh. His wife had filed a complaint in the petition in the Hyderabad High Court, and that's what was decided by the court. Initially, she had gone to the Madras High Court, which said that it does not fall under its jurisdiction. The post-mortem is to be conducted at the Chennai hospital, where the body is preserved, and it will be done by a team of independent doctors from the Nizam's Institute of Medical Sciences in Hyderabad. Joining me now from Chennai is my colleague Shisha Reddy. Shisha, does this mean that the other people whose families, whose relatives' bodies are also preserved in Chennai hospital, even they could actually apply for a re-post-mortem? How is this entire development being seen by the families of those who were killed in Chittoor?
Well, Sudhir, from day one, the families of these victims have been alleging that the entire encounter is stage managed, and the Andhra Pradesh police have arrested all these 20 people before they killed them. So this is a suspicion that has been raised by the family members on day one itself. So now that one of the family members have gone ahead and ordered a re-post-mortem on this issue, of course, yes, we can see in the coming days this will be followed by the family members of the other victims as well. And also, having said that, the High Court, Madras High Court, has said the bodies will be preserved in the Tiruvannamalai hospital, which is still there. So yes, because this issue especially has brought a lot of tension between two countries. So yes, after this, the other families have also been alleging that how there has been not only the bullet marks, but also the skin of these victims who have been shot down has been peeling. So there have been different opinions that have been raised by all these family members. Sudhir?
Right. Shisha, thanks a lot for joining us. Of course, a lot of question marks over this encounter in Chittoor district on the 7th of April, and the families have been pushing for a CBI probe. On the same day of the Chittoor encounter, there was also an encounter in Nalgonda district of Telangana, in which 5 under trials who were being taken from the Warangal Central Prison to the Nampally Court in Hyderabad were killed in an encounter in Nalgonda district. Now the families have also been crying foul and have demanded a CBI probe. They said this was a fake encounter, and basing on the petition filed by the father of one of the under trials who was killed, now the High Court has asked the Telangana government to respond within a week by the 23rd of April. The petition had also asked for cases to be filed against the 17 escort policemen and also a probe by the CBI. Joining me now from Hyderabad is my colleague Rohini Swami. Rohini, the Telangana government ordered a special investigation team probe, which was headed by Sandeep Shandlia, who is an IG rank IPS officer in Telangana. Does this petition by the father of an under trial indicate a lack of confidence in what the Telangana government and the Telangana police is doing?
Definitely it does, and that's what it's reflecting, that they do not have confidence in the system. The fact that they're saying that the SIT team is also headed by a police department who will also inquire within what the police department themselves have done. And also there are certain groups, Muslim groups, who have also said that they do not trust the system, the SIT team especially investigating this whole case. Rather, they want the CBI to conduct an inquiry so the fair inquiry can take place. Also, one of the under trials family also have said that they want the CBI inquiry to be conducted, and also they feel that, and they've made allegations saying that they were handcuffed and shot dead, and that is why they would want to see that the CBI completes the inquiry and does a fair inquiry on this. The whole system of not trusting the state government also because for the fact that they're saying if the police themselves start investigating the police, then what kind of an what will the exact what will be the final conclusion? That conclusion wouldn't be able to be fair as much as the CBI could possibly do.
Right. In fact, just like the Chittoor encounter, a lot of question marks about the Telangana encounter as well, as to how did 17 armed escort policemen have no other recourse but to actually kill all the 5 under trials who incidentally were handcuffed to their seats. Thanks a lot, Rohini Swami, for joining us there from Hyderabad. Now, the immigration officer who was accused by a lady passenger from Bengaluru of indecent behavior and harassment at the airport in Delhi has now been arrested, and after an inquiry found him guilty. In fact, the sources in the department tell us that there were many more complaints against him, and in fact much more evidence than what the lady had provided in her complaint was found against this particular immigration officer. Joining me now from Bengaluru is my colleague Pratibha Raman, who has been following this story very, very closely. Pratibha, the lady had deposed against the officer. It now appears that he was a serial offender, right?
That's right, Sudhir. In fact, when she posted this whole episode on Facebook, she had received several of those messages where several of these people said that they had undergone the same kind of experience at the immigration desk. What comes as a shocker is that this CCTV footage provides enough evidence for the police to nab him because, for example, sources say that he displayed a lot of unnatural behavior. He would look out for other immigration officers there at the desk. Whenever they are absent, he would question them for longer sessions, the passengers who come there, and this has been recorded on the CCTV, wherein they have also noted the nervous expressions that have been displayed by the passengers. That apart, the accused has also confessed to the crime. So after nearly a month now, the victim who ran from pillar to post, shooting off emails to making sure the police files the FIR, now she sees the light of day. Sudhir.
Right. Pratibha Raman, thanks a lot for joining us from Bengaluru. In fact, those are the images of the immigration official that you are seeing on air, who has now been arrested after a probe found him guilty. Pratibha, thanks a lot for joining us. Now, Saina Nehwal has once again regained her top spot in the World Badminton Women's Singles. In fact, she had got her title, #1 title rank at the India Open about 3 weeks back, but she lost it temporarily for about a week. But now she has regained it, and at the same time, interestingly, in Bengaluru, the Gen Next of Indian badminton seems to be getting ready. And this goes by, she is 12-year-old Gayatri Gopichand, daughter of national badminton coach and former All England champion Pulela Gopichand, and also former national champion Lakshmi Gopichand. In fact, she was competing in the main draw of the senior ranking tournament, and there you can see the shots of Gayatri Gopichand. She lost the game today, was in tears, but of course she is a talent to look out for in the next in the generation next. That's her grandmother, Gopichand's mother, looking on while her granddaughter Gayatri Gopichand played the match there, which she lost. Pratibha Raman spoke to Subaramamma, Gopichand's mother and Gayatri's grandmother.
She's very interested in badminton and she's very focused, and this is part of our life. Badminton is part of the whole of our family's life. So she is very much interested and she wants to play badminton. She is interested in singles and she is playing doubles also. They are under 15 national champions, 13, and she is playing good. But time will decide. Maybe after 2-3 years she will shift to one of the which is better to her and better to the academy and to the country also.
What has been a schedule like now for practice?
They have around 4:15 they start their practicing. We have 16 of her age group, boys and girls in one group. They start at 4:15 in the morning till 7 o'clock, and again we have it from 9 to 11 and 3 to 5 in the afternoon. 3 sessions a day.
So does she shuttle well between academics and this too?
Yeah, we stay nearby the academy, and yes.
So I mean, given a chance, would she pick up academics or badminton?
Obviously badminton. Obviously badminton.
Now, actor Kamal Hassan's Uttama Villain will release on the 1st of May, and it's a movie all Kamal fans are eagerly looking forward to. Joining me now from Chennai is actor Kamal Hassan. Thanks a lot, sir, for joining us on Up South. Now, I'm quite fascinated by the fact that Ulaga Nayakan, as you are referred to, the universal hero, is now going to play the Uttama Villain, the virtuous villain. Now, almost reminds me of the Nayakan line, Ningal Nallavana Kattavana. But I'm sure, being a Kamal movie, there will be more shades of grey than just black and white, right?
Well, Uttama Villain is an oxymoron. We have many such titles in Hollywood here, and even novels have been like that. So this is a special film where we are trying to say two things, and both are right.
Right. I read that it is a story about two actors, one with a mask, one without a mask, and it doesn't seem to be a film that really fits into any particular genre.
Yes, we have written many stories. People have watched many stories. We ourselves are trying to reinvent our way of working. So this is a new concoction. It's like Life is Beautiful kind of work. You're talking about Nazi concentration camp, and you come out of the comedy. Nobody will think of it that way, but it is a grand gesture at the triumph of will of a different sort, not the way Hitler thought of it.
Now, what makes this film very special and unforgettable is the fact that your mentor, K. Balachander, is acting in the movie, his last movie. Was it very difficult to convince him to play a role in Uttama Villain, and easy playing K. Balachander himself?
This time it was not difficult. I've been trying to convince him to act in films for the past 25 years. He slowly eased himself into acting and into my film much later, to my chagrin. But I'm glad I made him do this film, because it completes a whole life cycle for me, at least. And no, he's not playing himself in the film, but something very similar to himself.
Right. The Vishwa Hindu Parishad objected to a particular song in the movie, saying that it hurt Hindu sentiments, and even asked for a ban on the movie. It almost for some time looked like it's going to be Vishwarupam revisited. Now, what's it about Kamal Hassan movies that makes people outraged?
I don't know. Probably me being a rationalist is a sort of capitalist. That's my way of life, like their way of life. I've not interfered with their way of life. I've not done any public demonstrations. I just speak my thought like they speak their thought. Would they say that to a Tirthankara, a Jain who believes in a way of life? Likewise, they will have to accept me as one of their brothers. I have accepted them. I don't live that life, but I love a lot of them. Some of them are my relatives. My father and mother could be vaguely termed as Hindus. They are Vaishnavites. So how could I hate people? I want all to come and watch my film. So it's silly of them to even construe a meaning into my film that I would like to lose my audience. That itself loses their argument. For the sake of the existence or non-existence of God, you mean to say that I will endanger my existence? No, sir. I love you all, and I want you to see my film.
Right. Sir, is there a problem with the freedom of expression in Tamil Nadu and in the country in general? In Tamil Nadu in particular, you had the Perumal Murugan controversy, Murugesan, the Thali controversy, and before that, your own Vishwarupam. Do you get the feeling that there is an outrage industry almost waiting in the wings all the time?
Yeah. I think it's a grand vehicle, and you don't have to pay a ticket, and you can get a ride on this one. And politicians trying for various other vehicles and transport to get them into the limelight use cinema. And that's not fair. Use your own, buy your own ticket, ride your own vehicle. Thank you.
Right. You're now making Vishwarupam 2. The first one ran into an ugly controversy, which you all know about. You even threatened in an emotional outburst that you could even leave India. Looking back, in hindsight, how do you see that reaction? Was that just an emotional outburst that perhaps you could have done without?
Many of my Muslim friends and fans, my brothers, some of them, felt that the whole thing was very silly. They loved the film. And having seen the film, unless you're nitpicking and inventing injury and umbrage out of that film. You can't find it in that.
Right.
The same way with Vishwarupam too. Same with Uttama Villain. It's not about Hindus. It's not about rationalists. It's about people. And I want people to see the film. If these ultra-Hindus want to keep away from it, too sad. I wouldn't like to even lose them. But even them, I invite them to come and see the film. They will, if not tell outside, confess to their silliness, will at least understand it was all in vain.
Right. The Film Certification Board, Mr. Kamal Hassan, has run into a lot of controversy. They've come with a lot of directives, know this, know that. Does that stifle you as a creative person?
It will stifle my creative freedom. It is stifling. I've spoken of this to some of the board members, to the officer, regional officer. They are not out to destroy film industry. They love the film industry. They have a job. They've been given a stipulation as a set of rules with which to operate. They're all people who love cinema and want us to have the freedom. We'll soon get it. And they will also be instruments of us getting that freedom. So when I talk against the certification board, it's not against people. If I have differences of opinion about the way censor board is curbing my freedom, it's not about Mr. Balachander or the regional officer here. They're all friends, I know them. But this is an ongoing struggle to attain freedom, and we will get that freedom.
Right. My last question, Mr. Kamal Hassan, your friend, your colleague, superstar Rajnikanth recently compensated distributors for the apparent losses that they incurred on Linga. He had done that in the past when his film Baba did not do very well at the box office. Now, do you think, one, that it's a healthy precedent, that top stars need to take responsibility for their films? It's almost like giving a guarantee that what I have produced will do well at the box office.
Well, this is a business like any other business. You invest in it, you lose money, you'll have to be careful the next time. We only wanted to be stars. We did not threaten anyone to become stars. They made us stars. The same people who make money out of us now, they are the ones who made us stars. And they are the ones who are going to tell us to retire, because the tickets will tell them that this guy doesn't work anymore. And that's the time we return home, not the money. We return home, we go back home and let other young actors take over. There was no discussion or no agreement of returning the money. If the agreement says you will return money, then you must return money. If the agreement does not say that, you're not obliged to return the money. It's a wrong practice.